If you've been online recently, chances are that you've seen some of these. Ads come in all shapes and sizes, and as more of us have migrated to the internet as our primary destination for news, shopping, and entertainment, advertising has followed suit. More than 90% of Google's revenue comes from advertising, and for Facebook, the figure is even higher, at 98%. These companies have flourished because they know a lot about you. Not only your demographic traits, but also your personality traits, interests, and habits. The more you search, scroll, and click, the better their predictions about what you'll enjoy. In fact, you're probably seeing this video right now because an unseen algorithm determined that it might interest you. But Facebook and Google aren't the only companies that rely heavily on advertising. It can sometimes feel like the entire web, or world itself, is composed of advertisements. Digital marketing experts estimate that most Americans see up to 10,000 ads every day. While distracting pop-ups and flashing banners used to happen all the time, today's ads have generally become less obtrusive, and that change can be traced largely to the impact of one small piece of software. In 2006, Henrik Asted Sorensen, a computer science student from Denmark, developed an open-source app that would become known as Adblock Plus. The software became popular almost immediately. Not only did Adblock Plus make web pages less cluttered, it also made them load more quickly, something that appealed to many smartphone users. As an added benefit, the software also served to protect user privacy from malvertisements that could track users' online activity or download viruses onto their phones or computers. By the end of 2016, 11% of worldwide internet users, nearly 250 million people, had installed ad blocking software on their devices. But as ad blocking software became more popular, publishers started to object. After all, if everyone could read their content without seeing the ads, their revenue would dry up. In 2011, Adblock Plus established an acceptable ads manifesto as an attempt at a compromise between users and publishers. The manifesto acknowledged that not all ads were bad. Some were helpful and desirable. Adblock came up with a list of 5 criteria for acceptable ads. 1. Are not annoying. 2. Do not disrupt or distort the page content we're trying to read. 3. Are transparent with us about being an ad. 4. Are effective without shouting at us. And 5. Are appropriate to the site that we are on. In addition, Adblock began to offer a controversial service called whitelisting, where advertisers and publishers could apply to have their ads whitelisted from Adblock's software, provided the ads meet the 5 guidelines. Publishers weren't happy. They argued that while users often install ad blocking software to combat annoying or intrusive ads, it is the publishers who are harmed the most by ad blocking software, since they cannot record impressions or click-throughs. As a result, some publishers began to employ ad blocking detection software that prevents users from accessing the site's content, while other publishers set up paywalls, restricting access to their site unless you are a subscriber or a paying member. In the midst of these responses, rivals and new entrants have emerged. In February 2018, Google integrated its own ad blocking software into the Chrome web browser. In doing so, Google hopes to discourage users from installing more aggressive ad blocking software that PageFair estimates costs Google about $6.6 billion annually. Publishers have begun optimizing for different goals. In an environment where metrics like impressions and click-throughs dominate, slow and deliberate reporting has given way to cutthroat competition for the capricious attention of users. Advertisers have adjusted to the rise of social media by exploring new types of ads that blur the line between authenticity and paid promotion. Many brands are now turning to social media influencers, people who use the platforms to promote a certain lifestyle and accompanying products. Given the dynamic nature of the internet, the future of the advertising industry remains uncertain, but it is clear that ads remain one of the most important and lucrative features of our online world. To learn more about the online advertising industry, please read the Berkeley Haas case study, iOS Adblock Plus, Consumer Movement or Advertising Tollbooth by Zolt Cadona and Mikolos Sarvari.